Welcome to Top Animal Zone.
In a world full of wild instincts and fierce survival, love may seem like a luxury. But nature, in all its wonder, proves otherwise. From the loyal gaze of a gray wolf to the tender courtship of seahorses, some animals go far beyond mere instinct. They build bonds that last a lifetime. Welcome to Top Animal Zone, where we uncover the most surprising, touching, and mind-blowing sides of the animal kingdom. Today, we're diving into the heartwarming world of the top 10 most faithful animal couples. Creatures whose love stories will put even the best human romances to the test. Top 1. Swans. Gliding across a still lake at dawn, two swans move in perfect harmony. Necks curved, wings tucked, as if dancing to a silent song only they can hear. It's not just beauty you're seeing, it's loyalty, devotion, and something remarkably close to love. Swans have long captured the human imagination, revered across cultures as living emblems of eternal romance. And for good reason. Once a swan finds its mate, it stays, not just for a season, but for life. These lifelong bonds aren't casual. They build nests together, raise cygnets side by side, and return to the same partner year after year, even through long migrations. When one swan dies, the surviving partner often refuses to take another mate. Their love is not only loyal, it's visible. When swans swim close, their long, curved necks often meet in a graceful arc, forming the unmistakable shape of a heart. A symbol so perfect, it's hard to believe nature didn't craft it just for poetry and folklore. Top 2. Penguins. When humans propose, it's often with a diamond ring, a candlelit dinner, and a bouquet of roses. But in the frozen world of Antarctica, the grandest proposal begins with a rock. For penguins, love doesn't need sparkle, just sincerity. During courtship, the male penguin embarks on a noble quest to find the most perfect pebble he can. Once found, he waddles over and offers it to the female. If she accepts, that little stone marks the beginning of a lifelong bond. These penguins are among the most famously monogamous animals in the wild. Many form long-term pair bonds, returning to the same mate year after year to breed and raise their young together. Loyalty isn't just about love, it's survival. In brutal -60°C winds, emperor penguins rely on teamwork. After laying one egg, the female passes it to the male, who keeps it warm on his feet under a skin pouch. Then she leaves. For nearly 2 months, the male fasts completely, enduring freezing storms while keeping the egg warm. He huddles with thousands of other fathers in tight, rotating circles to share body heat, waiting for the female's return. When she comes back, often just as the chick is hatching, they switch roles, and she takes over feeding and caring for the baby. It's a powerful partnership, one built not just on instinct, but on trust, rhythm, and fierce determination. Top 3. Gray wolves. Wolves are often portrayed as cold-blooded, ruthless hunters, symbols of danger in fairy tales and fears alike. But that image couldn't be further from the truth. What most people see is the sharp fangs and steely stare. What they don't see is the heart. Beneath that wild exterior lies one of nature's most loyal creatures. Gray wolves don't just roam in packs. They live in tight-knit family units built on trust, teamwork, and enduring love. At the heart of every pack is a bonded pair known as the alpha male and female. But this isn't a title of domination, it's a partnership. These alpha wolves are mates for life. Together, they lead the pack, defend their territory, and raise their pups year after year. Their relationship is based not on force, but on cooperation. They hunt side by side, share food, groom one another, and communicate with astonishing subtlety. Loyalty runs deep in the wolf world. The entire pack helps care for the young. Older siblings babysit, bring back food, and protect the pups while the alphas rest. It's a rare example of alloparenting in mammals, a system where child-rearing is a shared responsibility, and the success of one is the success of all. Researchers have found that wolves release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone found in humans, when they interact affectionately with their pack members. That means when they nuzzle, play, or groom each other, they quite literally feel love. Top 4. Seahorses. Seahorses are some of the most faithful creatures in the ocean. While not always lifelong monogamists, many species. These partnerships are built on routine and rhythm, and they begin each day with something truly special, a morning dance. This daily ritual involves synchronized swimming, color shifts, and graceful tail holding, a way to reinforce their bond, ensure reproductive readiness, and, in a way, say, "I'm still here, and I still choose you." But perhaps the most extraordinary chapter of the seahorse love story lies in what happens after mating, because in a dramatic twist of nature's script, it is the male who becomes pregnant. Once the female deposits her eggs into the male's brood pouch, he fertilizes them internally and carries them for several weeks. During this time, his body regulates salinity, oxygen levels, and nutrients, creating a safe, womb-like environment. When the time comes, he goes into labor, contracting his body to push out dozens, sometimes hundreds, of fully formed miniature seahorses into the sea. It's a breathtaking role reversal, and one of the only examples in the animal kingdom where the father gives birth. This kind of shared investment in reproduction is rare among fish. Some scientists believe that the daily interactions between bonded seahorses play a role in synchronizing their reproductive cycles and strengthening the physiological health of both partners. Top 5. Bald eagles. Far above the treetops. Wings wide, talons sharp. Despite their reputation as fierce symbols of independence, bald eagles are deeply committed partners. Once they form a pair, the connection often lasts for life. The loyalty between mates is not only emotional but functional. Together, they return to the same nesting site year after year, building upon their shared home. Over time, these nests can grow to astonishing proportions, some reaching up to 13 feet deep and weighing over a metric ton. Their courtship is as breathtaking as their loyalty. In a ritual known as the cartwheel display, the pair soars high into the air, interlocks their talons, and spins downward in a dramatic freefall. Just before reaching the ground, they separate and lift again, a display that blends precision, power, and trust. Once bonded, the two work as an unshakable team. Both parents share responsibilities: incubating eggs, protecting the nest, and feeding their young. Their communication, sharp, high-pitched calls and subtle body language, reflects years of coordinated life in the wild. Before any of this begins, though, each eagle must spend years preparing. Juvenile bald eagles wander vast distances, their plumage dark and mottled. Only after reaching maturity, around 5 years of age, do they acquire their iconic white head and tail, a transformation that signals readiness for lifelong partnership and shared responsibility in the sky. Top 6. Albatrosses. After years at sea, a lone figure approaches the remote island where it was born. Wind-swept cliffs rise in the distance. There is no parade, no welcome call, only the sound of waves and the memory of a partner once left behind. The albatross is coming home. Among the most majestic seabirds in the world, albatrosses are known for their astonishing wingspans, some reaching over 11 feet, and their near mythical endurance. They can glide across oceans for thousands of kilometers without ever flapping their wings. But what makes them truly remarkable isn't just their ability to cross oceans. It's their devotion once they land. Albatrosses are famously monogamous, forming some of the longest and most faithful pair bonds in the animal kingdom. Many individuals live well beyond 50 years, and during that time, they may spend a decade or more searching for the right partner, not rushing into romance but choosing with care. Each year, bonded pairs reunite at the same nesting site, even after months or years apart at sea. Though they usually raise just one chick every 2 years, the effort is monumental. Both parents take long shifts incubating the egg and foraging across vast ocean distances to feed the growing young. Success depends entirely on their cooperation and on the trust that no matter how far they travel, they'll always return to each other. Top 7. Pigeons. Pigeons are known for forming strong pair bonds, especially during the breeding season. In many cases, these bonds extend across multiple years, with the same pair building nests, raising chicks, and staying close through changing seasons. Both the male and female share responsibilities. They take turns incubating eggs and feeding their young with a substance known as crop milk, a nutrient-rich secretion produced in their throats. Communication between mates is subtle but meaningful. They coo to one another, bow, nuzzle, and preen, small acts that build and maintain connection. These behaviors help synchronize breeding cycles and reinforce familiarity within crowded flocks. But unlike the poetic symbolism that often surrounds them, pigeons are not always models of perfect loyalty. While many pairs remain committed, some individuals engage in extra-pair matings, especially in large urban populations where food is plentiful and nesting options are competitive. Even so, long-term partnerships remain the norm. Once bonded, pigeons are fiercely protective of their nest and young. They often return to the same nesting spot and, when not breeding, are frequently seen resting side by side, a quiet closeness that speaks of enduring comfort more than dramatic romance. Top 8th. Zebra finches. They may be small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, but zebra finches carry hearts full of devotion. Zebra finches typically pair up early in life, often forming lifelong monogamous bonds. Once a pair is established, they become nearly inseparable, sharing food, singing to each other, and preening one another in gentle, affectionate gestures. These behaviors aren't just charming. They play a critical role in reinforcing social bonds and maintaining emotional equilibrium within the pair. What makes zebra finches especially intriguing is their emotional response to loss. When one mate dies, the surviving bird often enters a period of deep mourning, halting reproduction for an extended time and showing signs of stress or withdrawal. Some never fully recover. This has made zebra finches a subject of interest in scientific studies on pair bonding and even grief. However, like all species, zebra finches are not immune to variation. While many pairs remain loyal, some studies have documented occasional extra-pair interactions, especially in larger colonies. Top 9th. Prairie voles. In the animal kingdom, rodents often get a bad reputation for being chaotic, solitary, or even promiscuous. But prairie voles defy the stereotype. Native to the grasslands of central North America, prairie voles may look like your average field rodent at first glance. Yet behind their unassuming appearance lies a remarkably rare trait: lifelong monogamy. Once a male and female vole choose each other, the connection runs deep. They build their nest together and share parental duties equally. Studies have shown that the strong pair bonds they form are fueled by the same neurochemicals linked to human love and attachment, particularly oxytocin and vasopressin. These bonding hormones flood their systems during mating and cohabitation, reinforcing trust and exclusivity. In experiments, when a prairie vole is given the choice between spending time with its mate or with a stranger, it will almost always choose its partner, even if no mating occurs. They may not write poetry or buy flowers. Prairie voles embody many of the values humans hold dear: devotion, cooperation, and emotional connection. In the quiet corners of the prairie, a story of lasting love is written not with words but with shared nests and side-by-side heartbeats. Top 10. Beavers. In the wild, love isn't always about grand gestures. But in the world of beavers, love is an architectural masterpiece, carefully built, fiercely protected, and deeply rooted in family. A bonded pair of beavers doesn't just share space, they share purpose. Once mated, they spend their lives together constructing and maintaining a home, called a lodge, building dams to create safe water environments, and raising multiple generations of offspring. Cooperation is at the heart of their relationship. While one partner repairs the dam, the other gathers food or guards the lodge. They divide tasks fluidly and efficiently, always working toward the shared goal of survival and security. Unlike many mammals, beaver pairs remain together through every season. They communicate through soft vocalizations, scent markings, and body language. Their partnership extends beyond reproduction. It's a practical, emotional, and social bond, often lasting 10 to 15 years or more. Beavers are also fiercely territorial. Their lodges are more than just shelters. They are multi-room homes with underwater entrances and insulated walls, designed to keep the family safe during harsh winters. A strong pair ensures that their dam and territory are well maintained, not just for themselves, but for their kits, young beavers, and future generations. Offspring often stay with the parents for up to 2 years, helping raise younger siblings before setting off to find their own mates and territories. In the animal kingdom, love often seems like a luxury and lasting bonds, even rarer. Yet somehow, these creatures still manage to write some of the wildest, most beautiful love stories on Earth. They choose loyalty over instinct. They build together, raise young together, and return to each other, year after year. Nature never stops surprising us. And if you want to keep uncovering its quiet miracles, don't forget to subscribe to Top Animal Zone, where every story reveals something truly extraordinary.